Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good daffy, and welcome to another bit of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Now, I apologise in advance for any disruption to this video. Bit of an update. My dad has had to go to hospital recently for an infection that thankfully is being treated. He is in the very good hands of the hospital, and yeah, he's doing alright, but I am quite shaken, and he's going to be alright, he's going to get out just fine, but when? It's a matter of when he's going to get out, that's the thing. So yeah, so please don't take this as apathy, you know, for his condition. I really just need to sit down, and this is the only way I can actually focus on, like, actually mending. I cannot, I can't do anything in my current status. So it's like, I mean, he's been there for a few days, but I'm basically just trying to just relax as much as I possibly can.
I am honored to speak to the hero of the Battle of Bruma. What can I do?
Because I'm constantly rushing around, you see. So if I just sit and chill out and play the game, I will be forced to sit and calm down. Otherwise I'm just running around. This is the only chill time I'm going to get to myself, basically. I'm going to bed way too late and get up way too early. But, yeah. So until I know opening times, visiting times, is all like that. And my darling dearest gets here, just help with some things around the house. After which I'll put this, before which I will turn this video off. And, you know, just start cleaning up, basically. Then we'll go. But yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine.
It's a little too rugged up here for me. Add a couple hairs to a nod, and you've got a bear. It's a shame that Selena doesn't join in our fun, but she takes her role as an alchemist very seriously. If you need supplies, she's the one to see. Necromancy may be legal in...
That's fine, yeah, we know that, so...
You want to find Jiskar?
Oh, I know where he is.
All right, I think I can help with that. But you have to agree to do something for me first. And whatever you do, you can't tell Jean about it, all right? That's the spirit. You help me pull off a little plan, and I'll help you find Jiskar. With all due respect to our wonderful leader, she couldn't cast her way out of a paper sack. It's insulting that we're here, working for her, when she knows nothing. She's managed to butter up the right people, just enough to keep her position. And there's little we can do about it. But we have our ways of coping with the situation.
This is so incredibly relatable. There are some things that in this game that I'm like, yep, I recognise this, absolutely.
Really? You're going to love this. I'll teach you a spell to unlock things. What you need to do is get into Jean's desk and bring me her manual of spellcraft, okay? Her room is upstairs. Make sure no one sees you. You do that for me, and I'll make sure you can find Jiskar. Bring me Jean's manual.
Yeah, fine, there's nothing new there.
Just go unlock Jean's desk with that spell I taught you. Her room. Let me know when you're done with that.
Hail, savior of Bruma.
Bruma!
Look, I like you and all, but I really don't want to get in the middle of this. If Volanara and Jiskar want to have their fun, fine. I'm not going to participate, and I'm not saying another word about it. Take it up with them. I suppose I like her well enough. It's a shame she doesn't know more about her craft, though. Still, I don't quite think she deserves the hard time the others give her. Archmage Traven is the first to take such a hard stance on necromancy. It upset more than a few people. Well, sometimes I feel we're not welcome here. The Nords don't like Heartlanders very much. too.
So, I'm not going to be talking about lore today. I would love to, but I haven't actually got anything to talk about. In fact, what we might do is we might read the manual of spellcraft. Oh, that's forbidden. Can't go in there. Oh, it weighs nothing. Let's take that parchment. Oh, what the hell? That's actually Rob Jensine. I think. Oh, we've already done it. Is it Jensine or Jean? Pickpocket. There. Rumour buildings are nice. What I would like to talk about today is the Fallout tabletop role-playing game, and maybe a bit about an attempt at doing an Elder Scrolls one as well, which went very badly. Yeah, I can't actually see him. Normally, Chameleon has like ripples, and I think even invisibility has some sort of effect, so I'm not sure. So, let's actually read the Mages Guild Charter. No, not the Mages Guild Charter, sorry. Well, actually, let's read both, shall we? Imperial Charter of the Guild of Mages. Number 1. Purpose. The Guild of Mages provides benefits to scholars of magic and established laws of magic regarding the proper use of magic. The Guild is dedicated to the collection, preservation, and distribution of magical knowledge with an emphasis on ensuring that all citizens of Tamriel benefit from this knowledge. 2. Authority. The Guild of Mages was established on Somerset Isle in the year 230 of the Second Era by Vanus Galerian and Rilis the Twelfth, or rather. It was later confirmed that by the Guilds Act of Potentate Versidu Shea. Number 3. Rules and Procedures. Crimes against fellow members of the Guild are treated with the harshest discipline. Whether a member may regain their status in the Guild is determined by the Archmage. Addendum. Effective 3rd Era 431, any Guild member committing a crime against the Guild is to be suspended immediately. The suspension may be lifted at the discretion of the Steward of the Council of Mages. Any Guild member receiving multiple suspensions may, at the termination of the Council, be summarily and permanently dismissed from the Guild. Number 4. Membership Requirements. The Guild of Mages only accepts candidates of keen intelligence and dominant will. Candidates must exhibit mastery of the great schools of magic, destruction, alteration, illusion, and mysticism. Candidates must also display knowledge of enchantments and alchemical processes. Number 5. Applications for membership. Candidates must present themselves to the Steward of the Guild Hall for examination and approval. Addendum effective 3rd Era 431. As per Archmage Traven, all candidates for membership in the Guild of Mages must be approved by all preceding Guild Hall Stewards, with said approval submitted in writing to the Council of Mages in a timely manner. Addendum effective 3rd Era 431. As per Council mandate, sale of spells in the Imperial Promet is to be redistributed across Guild Halls. The following halls are to be responsible for each school of magic. Ah, this is good. Alteration, Shenhal. Conjuration, Coral. Destruction, Skingrad. Illusion, Bravil. Mysticism, Leowin. Restoration, Anvil. So that is the Mages Guild Charter. Basically the rulebook. I believe the Fighters Guild have their own one as well. There's also like the Manual of Spellcraft and the Manual of Arms. But where is the... Ah, there'll be a quest item, won't it? I wonder if you can read it. It's not the Manual of Spellcraft, is it? No. Where the fucking hell is my book? Mages Guild Charter. Am I... Oh, there it is. Right. Yes, I am stupid. Manual of Spellcraft, an introductory text. This book contains an inordinate number of scrawlings along the margins. The few that are immediately readable suggest they are notes of someone who needs frequent reminders on the basics of spellcrafting. Well, this seems to be unique to Jean. Beginning spellcaster. The most powerful mages in Tamriel were once beginners. They all had similar early experiences. Exposure to magic kindled an interest and/or unlocked some latent ability, followed by years of hard work. These intrepid souls honed their skills, learned new spells, and vigorously trained their minds and bodies to become the formidable figures they were known as during their later lives. The Mages Guild of Tamriel has long been the first stop on a long road to knowledge and power for many individuals. Providing magical services to the general public, the Guild offers a wide variety of spells for purchase, and is recommended as a first stop for any aspiring spellcaster. Independent dealers may be found, though the selection of spells is often not as comprehensive as that of the Mages Guild. Many spells are beyond the capabilities of the beginning mages. The ability to render oneself invisible, for example, is an advanced power and is beyond the novice spellcaster. Through practice, a mage may become more skilled in a given school of magic and may find himself proficient enough to begin exploring its more powerful aspects. The fledgling mage, either way, should not be daunted by his inability to wield certain powers, but should instead use this as a point of focus and a drive for bettering himself. Rather than becoming discouraged, the student should look forward to higher levels of skill, such as the advanced techniques of absorbing spells, summoning lesser and eventually greater Daedra and undead for research purposes only, and protection against specific types of spells such as fire, frost, and shock spells. Mages wishing to specialize in a particular school of magic are encouraged to learn as many spells as possible within that school, and to practice them frequently. All mages, whether specializing or nurturing a general interest, are encouraged to apply for membership within the Mages Guild. Beyond services available to the general public, the accomplished guild member has access to many exclusive services such as advanced spellcraft and enchanting. These services have been deemed potentially dangerous to the public at large, and have been restricted to higher-ranked guild members in good standing with the Council of Mages. Citizens interested in the further use of magic should consult their local Mages Guild Archmagister. I don't want to feed, because that chap's there. And
Have you pulled that little prank yet?
we want to try and see what happens in the next stage of vampirism.
You've got Jean's book, I see. All right then. I'll just take that from you. Meet me here in the living quarters, just after 10 p.m.
So actually, what year is it now? Yeah. So 2 years ago, Archmage Traven had introduced these things. Oh, you sod. Up, you lazy bastards!
She won't figure this out for weeks. It's times like this I enjoy what I do. It was a good idea, wasn't it? I wonder how long she'll spend trying to figure out where she put it down. Just watch. You'll see.
There he is.
Hey, you look just like your statue. What can I do?
Let's go see the statue later as well.
Hello there. I hear you've been looking for me.
I have, Jiska.
Please don't be mad. We were just having some fun. We just got tired of Jean lording her position over us when she barely knows anything about magic. Every now and then, we like to trick her. We figured it was time to move on to a new prank. This one was getting boring anyway, so you can tell her you found me. Finding ways to confuse her just never gets old for me. It's good practice of our skills, too. It's mostly just funny.
I mean, if you're having fun, it's not work.
There's not much to do here in the Bruma Guild. If you can get to the Arcane University, though, they let you make your own spells there.
Ah, this is revolting. Aqua Libra, sparkling water infused with blood, orange and mango. I'd rather be drinking fizzy motor oil. I think that's going down the drain.
I'll have to start thinking of something new to try.
I'll have this lukewarm Diet Coke instead.
I don't know what Archmage Travel has against necromancy, but the first thing he did after taking over the Mages Guild was to ban its practice.
Bye. I'll check everything's okie-dory. Right. Grand. So, oh, hang on a second. Let's, I'll just take that, but do you happen to have...
Well met.
Oh, hello. My sneak skill's gone up. Very nice indeed. Let's put back her manual or spellcraft if we can. Oh no, it's disappeared. Ah no, I was hoping that we could alter the timeline.
Any luck finding Jaskar? Found him, did you? Well, I suppose that's good. You'll have to forgive me. I seem to have misplaced something. Yes, well, let's never mind that. You've fulfilled your end of the bargain, though, so I'll fulfill mine. Romanus will have my recommendation. And don't you forget about me once you've finished your training. I'm sure we can help each other out. Be seen.
Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Nice to come back to the Rumours Mages Guild one day. It is a very nice place. I was hoping I could alter the timeline by giving out the Mages manual spellcraft. But never mind. The timeline? What do you mean alter the timeline, John? Nothing's gonna go wrong, is it?
To speak to the hero of the Battle of Bruma. What can I do for you? I'm willing to teach. You'll get used to the cold. Got a good set of fur boots to keep me feet warm. Give a Nord a good thumping to keep the blood flowing. Be seeing you. I am honored. You.
Sorry. The thing is, they can do an ordinary laugh. Ceremonial gauntlet. So they have a weight of 10, but they only give 1 armor. That only does 1 damage. And that only does... well, only has 1 armor.
Hey, you look just like your statue. What can I do for you?
I'm trying to think of who else the...
Farewell.
Ah, of course, yeah, they voice some elves, don't they? The orc,
Good to see you.
female orc voice actor.
I saw some recently. I steered clear of them.
Myth or menace?
Whenever I can. Horrible creature.
Bye.
So yeah, oh. A gold piece. I'll take that. So, let's rest up and let's try and find someone to speak to about getting up our skills. Perhaps just about my Bruma house. You know, I'll tell you what. I think it would have been really good if they gave you the Bruma house if you defeated the Bruma gates. I think that's what can happen. There we go. So I was under the impression that the statue changed every time, but that doesn't appear to be the case. Like, it changes into like your new armor, but this is just basically what you were wearing at the battle. So yeah. Right, let's have ourselves a nice little kip. Yeah, in fact, let's just stay in bed for a bit. Ooh, endurance. Yes, we'll take that. And we'll take that as well. You lay on your back, with a blissful feeling of peace swirling through your brain. Your every muscle is relaxed. There is no tension in any part of your body. You feel completely at ease. As your vision comes into focus, you notice others standing around you. As a man leans toward you, you recognize the robes of the necromancer, and as you see a glint of light from his scalpel as it begins to cut through your flesh. Done. So, apparently I was over encumbered. So, what's happening now? Still look about the same. Our nose and lips have gone a bit more pale. We now take even more damage from the sun. We are affected by vampirism fully. We have a weakness to fire. But look at this. We get our willpower, strength, speed, willpower, strength and speed improved. Sneak, mysticism, illusion, hand-to-hand, destruction, athletics, acrobatics, blunt, no, that's not blunt. And we can resist disease, null weapons, a bit more, and paralysis. Feather, damage. So we are pretty fucking powerful. But we are now at the most advanced stage of vampirism. If we feed, we can reduce this. And you can see now in the bottom left corner how quickly my health is going down. People will say this when you've got a disease. No, just got this steam coming off it. I'll just come out of the shower as all.
Is everything all right? You look a bit ill. You won't get any of my blood. Stay away from me.
So this is what happens when you're a vampire.
I am honored to speak. Olaf's tap and tack is a...
Oh, actually,
I am
do you
honored.
have any spells?
Can I interest you in some of my...
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Afflictions are removed. Alas, my vampirism is not. I just realised that icon there is a bat. Those are the wings. That's the head. Ah. I was wondering, I was just like some sort of blood icon.
Whoa!
Get back, you filthy beast! I'll have nothing to do with the likes of you.
Goodbye. Let's stop by Braden Larian's place. Lately, I have been watching a lot of lockpicking videos again. I've got back into that, and it's a very fascinating thing. I'm amazed like how some people could just do it so quickly. I would like to get into lockpicking. As far as I'm aware, like, you can own lockpicking tools. I think in the UK, the only way you can actually be like convicted of a crime of that is like if there's proof of intent, or like you were caught in the middle of using them. So I don't know. So like if I kept them in my own home, it should be fine. And again, I would only buy lockpick, padlocks, just as a bit of a stim toy, really, because I like the sounds. I like having things to do with my hands. Like when because I'm a key holder at work, so I'm constantly playing around with keys. Yeah.
I can eat for a day with a single coin. To think that Bruma was where Martin Septim chose to reveal himself as the true heir to the throne for the first time. Blessings of Stendhal.
Actually, I will give you a coin, because that was
Please
interesting.
be generous, kind sir. Thank you, kind sir.
There we go.
Blessings of Stendhal.
I better get back inside. We've now seen the effects of vampirism. Although I do need to find someone to train me. And I can stay at the Mage's Guild as well.
You won't get any of my blood. Get away from me!
So yeah, people only notice this when you're at the most advanced stage. Ooh. The Wolf Queen, only 400 years ago. Well, I never. I'll just take these because I like collecting them. Lots of alchemical stuff that I can use. Beef. Ball meats. I'm looking for stuff that can restore health, basically. In fact, what I can do is I can put something in there that I don't need. I've just picked up, that one. Master, novice stuff, don't need it.
Hey, you look just like your statue. What can I do for you? Half of the Council of Mages You've got a lot to learn.
Okay.
Farewell.
Let's drink the blood of an alchemist. Oh, let's not, because I don't know where she's gone. Where do you live?
Have you been well recently? Your skin looks a bit... Oh. Hail, saviour of Bruma! Necromancy may be legal. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
I'll take Beguiling Touch.
Thank you. Be seen.
Now, actually, let's try something. I have greater power here. Embrace of Shadows. Ooh! Embrace of Shadows. Secunda's Brilliance. Holgren's Grace, yeah. Night Eye and Invisibility. That's going to be a very good one later. Reign of Terror. Vampire Seduction.
I'm honored to speak to the champion of Cyrodiil. What do you need? The Mages Guild has...
Yep.
Aye.
So let's rest up again. And then we'll go on the prowl. Again, I've answered the blood of a mage. Hello? Who's that running there?
Get back, you filthy beast! I'll have nothing to do with the likes of you.
So the blood of an illusionist instead. Your blood has been satisfied. For now. But I will always have that. So I no longer take sunlight damage, but things ain't looking good. Right, I'm going to quickly get rid of some stuff and then I am going to come back to this, so just excuse me 1 second. Right, I'm back. So I made some potions, but I still need to sell off some loot. I'm using a potion of feather, so I need to find a merchant to make sure I can offload my gear. Nope. Go in there. Let's go this way.
Hello. I am honored to speak. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Syria.
You know what, fuck it.
Are good. Are good.
Sell those, get rid of those.
That seems a fair price.
I can't invest anymore, so that's fine.
That's a good deal.
Reflecting helmet, no, get rid of it. Ring of shock shield. Go.
A fine transaction. Another satisfied customer. Be seen.
So we've done that, let's now go to Shadenhall. Steam coming off me, so that's good. I love to see Shadenhall again. So I don't know how long I'm going to be playing for. Bloody hell. Only half an hour. Okay, I might be playing until about 10. I got some things to do today, I'm afraid, so... Or I might actually just make this a shorter one.
What is it, associate? Don't tell me you're here for a recommendation. Without recommendations from the local guild halls, you'll never see the inside of it. I dare say that's one of the few things Traden has done right. By all means, travel to the Imperial City and get stopped at the gate. You should get used to that sort of rejection. I am the chapter head of the Cheydinhall Mages Guild. It is quite an honor, but they had no choice, since I'm the only semi-competent one here. The guild is still powerful in Cyrodiil, but poor decisions in the recent past have weakened it, perhaps killed it. We shall see. Don't waste my time if you're not ready for this. Are you prepared to do what is necessary to gain a recommendation from me? Very well. We shall see how prepared you actually are. There was a particular ring of burden I was testing some time ago. Another stupid associate somehow got his hands on it and managed to misplace it. If I didn't know better, I'd say he purposely tossed it down the well behind the guild hall. Why he would do such a thing is beyond me. You will retrieve this ring for me. Should you manage to do so, I shall consider sending a recommendation to the university. The well is locked, so you'll need the key. Dietzen should have a copy of it. Now get moving.
What is it with Chedenhall and Wells?
Half of the Council of Mages resigned when Traven took over the position of Archmage. It's not a normal ring, you see. You may find it slightly difficult to carry. Don't say I didn't warn you. I believe I explained your task very clearly. Do you understand? Or do I need to use even smaller words? Take care.
Your reputation precedes you, gate closer, scourge of Oblivion, hero of Kavach. It's all right. The guild here, that is. That's what you meant, right? It's fine. I'm doing fine here. You've got a lot to learn. Let's see if you've got a...
Let's just buy some training.
Pay attention, and you can learn. Let's see if we... Our hall doesn't offer much in the way of training. I can teach some basic alteration skills, but that's about it. Archmage Traven is the first... Don't tell me Falcar's given you the same task he gave Vitka. Oh, dear, I'd say more, but... Well, Falcar is the ranking member here, and I don't feel comfortable talking about him. I'm sorry. I'll tell you what. Find me when Falcar's not around, and then we'll talk. After we've spoken, you can have the key. Believe me, this is important. As I've said, I just don't feel comfortable talking to you about Falcar. Forgive me. For you, of course. Our hall doesn't offer much in... Goodbye.
Even a small bit of good news is refreshing in these grim times. I salute your courage, savior of Chedenhall. I'm willing to teach if you're willing to learn. Half of the Council of Mages... If you're looking for the most powerful spells, you'll want to speak to Barisian at the Arcane University, if you're allowed in there. Falcar, I think he even scared away the last associate who came here for training. What was his name again? I can't remember. Dietzen would know, though. Deirdre cults aren't necessarily evil.
I don't know if we've heard this before.
In nearby Morrowind, for example, they worship Deirdre in the temple. The Azura shrine north of town, up Lake Arius Way, for instance. I know a dark elf there. Nothing evil about it. Knowledge is the key.
No, yeah, we had.
Bye.
I'm honored to speak to the champion of Cyrodiil. What do you need? Well, to be honest, I don't think we have much of a team in the Chedenhall Guild Hall. We lack leadership, and individually we aren't very skilled. Things in the guild have been different since trade... Now, that sounds like an odd way to prove your worth. I just don't understand Falcar sometimes. The last associate that came in for training never came back. I guess Falcar really upset him. Dietzen seemed mad about it too.
All roads seem to be pointing to him.
Only mages who have gotten recommendations
Dietzen.
from all the local guild halls can enter the Arcane University. It's a good policy, I think. Take care.
Oh, some good books here. A guidebook, I'll take one of those. As they're in the box, I'll take that. I'll take that ebony ring that someone just left there.
I'm Magician Orator of the Mages Guild. I divide my time between the Chedenhall Guild and my own private studies at Willowberry. Falcar gives out the strangest assignments sometimes. It's as if he doesn't really care about them. I'm very fond of Chedenhall. It's where I met my love, Eileen. Our lives are quite long, and choosing the right partner is very important. Trayvon has the best shield spell outside of the Arcane University. If you can cast it, it's definitely worth adding to your selection. It sounds like there are an awful lot of problems at the Bruma Guild Hall. Jean does a poor job of running that place. Good day.
Okay.
I'm Dietza. We can talk, so long as Falkar is out of earshot. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he's trying to get you killed. He gave poor Vidcun the same task, and we never saw him again. I'm reasonably sure there's a connection, but I can't prove it. Do be careful. I'd hate to lose another useful associate. And if you find out anything about what happened to Vidcun, let me know, will you? He was an associate, just like yourself. Perhaps not the brightest, but very eager. He was given his assignment from Falkar and disappeared. It's like he dropped out of existence. No one knows what happened, and Falkar won't say a word about it. Take care.
Well, perhaps we can talk to Falkar about this. This is in his basement. Oh, maybe. It is actually quite a nice basement, yeah. Oh, it's a key. Wonder why. This is where the mages sleep. I'll take those. I need all the potions I'm gonna get. So, okay, I go in the account. Ooh, sweet roll. I hope somebody doesn't notice that I've taken their snack. Clearing the Mystic. So that's a major skill book. Any unusual books here? The Real Rakshazzah, only one. Take that. The First Hand Revolt. Ooh. I'm looking for a book on destruction. Perhaps you guys might know the name. I think it's like Modern Heretics, or it's like it's like an argument against, an argument for the destruction school, like a moderate response, I think it was. So, I need to go to the well, and immediately we are drowning. Grab the nine roots. Particularly, oh my god, there's a body there. A Vidcun. Ah, that's even more horrifying. That's the Ring of Burden. Enchanted only. Just simply wear the user down. But first, let's look inside of Vidcun's skull. Ah! Okay, now. Oh my god. Right, gotta get out. Holy shit! Drowning does not fuck around. I thought I had plenty more time and I couldn't get my fucking body out of there. Yeah, so the reason why Vidcun's body is just now floating to the top is because it spawns right around here. It starts at the bottom and goes to the top. So... we found the Ring of Burden.
I heard you knew how to move in light armor.
I'm afraid some things have happened while you've been gone, associate. It may affect your recommendation. He's dead? Oh, I just knew something like this had happened. Falkar must have known, and yet he said nothing. How could he allow this to happen? Thank you for letting me know. I'm sorry that you had to be a part of all of this. Oh, didn't just drop it anywhere. I don't think he really cared about it. I think it was some sort of sick joke on his part. I'll admit, it's my doing. I couldn't leave well enough alone. And after you'd left to go after that ring, well... I'm just so tired of the way we've all been treated by Falkar. I was worried about you and angry about Vidkun, so I confronted Falkar directly. He was furious when I told him I'd help you, and then when I threatened to report him to the Council of Mages, I thought he was going to kill me. He flew into a rage. I didn't even understand some of his ranting, but he said that our days are numbered, and then he stormed out. I don't know if he ever wrote your recommendation. I'm sorry. I didn't expect this to happen. Perhaps you should go look and see if he did write one. You should check his room in the living quarters. If you see the note or anything else unusual, let me know. I'll gladly send it to the council. It's such a shame. He didn't deserve to die like that. Good day.
So let's go in here now. Quite a nice space for Falkar, if that's his real name. And look at that! 2 black soul gems. Oh, I think I need one of those actually. Are they quest items? No, because the soul level is none. Oh, I've got 2 anyway. Oh, grand. In that case, I could take those to the Deidre Lord, who needs the black soul gem. So yes, they are considered grand soul gems for the purposes, for mechanical purposes.
What's this? Black soul gems? Oh dear, this is worse than I'd expected. Alright, I'll just take these from you. I'll need them for my report to the council. Now, you didn't find any sort of recommendation? Very well. I shall write one myself and include it in my report to the council. In light of the circumstances, I believe they'll find it more than adequate. You two.
Hi. Any friend of Martin's is a friend of mine. How can I help you? What a way to go. Awful news. Just awful. Good.
So, let's go to another guild hall. I'm going to quickly drop off this ring of burden. No one. Need to find that again. So, onwards we go to Breville. $31. Okay. Yeah. Excuse me 1 second. Oh my word, everything's kicking off. Calendar. Yep. Get chicken out the freezer or from the butcher's. Well, I have done that. We're having a lovely stir fry today. My darling Doris is bringing over the sauce, and I have provided the meat. So, I'll look forward to cooking that for us. What am I doing? I'm asking about. Sorry. Right. Mage's Guild. Here we go. I think we've done enough for this guild, surely.
What's new with you?
Hello there, associate. You're here for a recommendation, I presume. Are you prepared to earn it?
Yes, I've done things for the Mage's Guild. I've already provided someone with the Imp Gal and such. I've helped your friend.
I'm afraid I haven't had time to prepare anything conventional. I'm very preoccupied with this situation concerning Arden. Perhaps you can help with that, however. I can't directly get involved for fear of embarrassing the poor girl. I'll need you to have a little chat with Baron Vamori, and you can learn something about the power of illusion in the process. I don't understand it. Some ridiculous male thing, I suppose. He's been bothering Ardeline every day for a while now. He even stole her mage's staff. Perhaps he thinks it's amusing. I don't know. But it needs to stop. It's making him miserable. It's more symbolic than practical, but each carries great significance to its owner. You're going to get Ardeline's staff back. Take this charm scroll. With it you should find Varon more receptive to questioning. Don't come back without that staff. You have what you need to help him talk. I admit, it's not standard guild procedure, but I'd do anything for one of my girls. Varon Vamori should give it to you once you've persuaded him, if you understand.
Baron has left London on an expedition to Oblivion and has not been heard from since.
It seems that these are turbulent times in the land of the
Good
Dungeon.
to see you. Goodbye.
Well met. I'm just here doing research. If you
How are you?
Fantastic. Thanks for asking. Delphin Gend, creator of the celebrated Enemies Explode spell. Advanced trainer in destruction. And mage destined for great things.
I like the capitalizations there.
There's much I can show you.
They're very enthusiastic about it, like I am.
Finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
I have gold, but I've got enough fucking money. Enemies explode. It's a fun. It doesn't actually make them explode, but
I appreciate your business.
Hi there.
so bear in mind as well that Varon Vamori is in a position of power. He is, I think, Count Breville's court mage.
Hello, friend. What can I do for you?
Well, he certainly is, anyway.
I don't know what to say. All I want is for her to care about me, to feel the same way as I do about her. But she doesn't. I try and I try, and it just doesn't matter. It makes me furious sometimes.
If at first you don't succeed, stop! You prick!
All right, I admit it. I took it from her. I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. I was trying to tell her how I feel, again, and she wouldn't even stop to talk to me. I just got so angry. I was a little ashamed afterwards, but I didn't know how to apologize or give it back. I wish I could. I'm afraid I don't have it anymore, you see. I sold it to a friend of mine,
I think that's-
Saurus Aranum.
I think he's the Count's,
He lives in the Talos Plaza district
never mind.
of the Imperial City. He's the one who has Ardeline's staff now. If I still had it, I'd gladly give it back. You'll have to talk to Soris Arena if you want it. Tell Arden I'm sorry.
Talk? You want me to talk to this guy? No, no, no. In fact... perhaps we can cut a corner here.
How can I assist you, Tim?
And find his house. So, while I'm looking for this house, I want to talk a bit about the Fallout RPG. I will be playing Fallout 3 in New Vegas at some stage.
Muscles on you.
Thank you very much, guys, there. Yeah. So... Thamriel.
Tamriel of Tamriel. What are all those strange creatures in the garden? Where are all the white birds?
Gawking in the back there. Good grief.
Farewell. My name is Elregale. I look after Thamriel. He's a little strange. Touched by the gods, they say. Thamriel says she hears voices. All the men and women who lived and died here for thousands of years. Maybe they left ghosts behind. Bye. A pleasure to It's my pleasure. Thamriel says she hears... Goodbye.
Let's have a look in their basements. Maybe the ghosts down here. Yeah, the name just caught me off guard. I know this NPC. Nothing unusual. Right.
Good to see you.
Yulin Afro, of the Krakenmore Afros. Made my fortune in the Flynn trade, and now I'm here in the city, living life of ease. I don't miss Morrowind. All that sour tribunal grumbling and old-fashioned ancestor worship. Good riddance. Take care.
I'm in the right house. Let me have a look. These are nice houses. Oh! Mythic Dawn commentaries, eh? Well, I never. What an interesting find. I think we are actually in the right house.
Yulin Afro. You too.
Any friend of Martin's is a friend of mine. How can I help?
Are you quite sure about that?
Morrowind is still living in the second era. I can't believe how they treat Khajiit and Argonians. Here we are Imperial citizens, nothing less. Athralos is a sneaky one.
So, we have to go back. Because it's one of those quests where you can't just simply skip over things. You have to do it the proper way. Why am I always getting lost in the profile? So, Fallout role-playing game. Yeah, so there already is a Fallout role-playing game called, well, Fallout the Tabletop role-playing game. And you got to understand that Fallout was originally meant to be a GURPS game. GURPS is Generic User Role-Playing System. And... rather, Generic Universal Role-Playing System. The idea being that basically, whatever kind of game you want to run in it, you can run in GURPS. The thing is that, like, because it's so generic, not generic in a bad sense. I know no one wants to play a generic RPG, but oh, follow Snow Prince. Runs the terminal we have to read. 10 commands, 9 divines. I'm just looking for other books. Oh, Horrors of Castles here. One act play! Some good books here.
Any luck talking with Baron Vamori yet? It should be no trouble at all once you use that scroll. He sold it, huh? Well, this just keeps getting worse. Very well. I presume he gave you some indication of where the staff is now located. Take these and go resolve the situation.
Bear in mind, you don't have to use the scrolls.
Of course. Please, keep this just between us. Get that staff back.
So yeah, so Fallout was originally meant to be a GURPS game, a tabletop role-playing game system, and the guys behind Fallout at the time, not Bethesda and ZeniMax, but Interplay, who were one of the big game developers and publishers at the time, they got in touch with Steve Jackson, the maker of... Oh, nice. They got in touch with Steve Jackson, the maker of those games, the GURPS games. Interplay, who makes the Fallout, got in touch with Steve Jackson of GURPS. Right, there we are. And sorry, I was confusing myself and probably yourself. And so far it's looking good. They wanted to make this post-nuclear game, and I thought, okay, this is really good. But Steve Jackson looked at the content of the game and was like, this is way too violent. And honestly, some of the kill animations in Fallout are fucking brilliant. The shotgun executions are my favourite. Literally blowing out half of someone's chest lengthways with a shotgun is just nothing short of beautiful. We can drop Miriam's rates off. I wouldn't actually mind a blade with me now. I'll take that. Oh. Excuse me. What else can I drop off, if anything? Yeah, okay, you've seen those now, so we don't need those. Let's go and have my boys have enough time.
It's my pleasure. Please, continue. I don't think so.
Ah, okay. Oh wait, 24 hours. I'll find someone to feed on an anvil, and we'll go to the Imperial City. You dream of walking through the cool night air. Your body cries for blood, having not fed for days. Weakly, you stumble to a small pool. As you bend down to it, you see that it is not water in the pool, but warm, fresh blood, steam rising off of it. You lower your head to drink, but cannot open your mouth. As you realize in horror that your lips have been sewn shut, a pair of cold white hands reach out from the pool and draw you under. Done!
Well met. Of course.
In fact, the sun damage isn't too much, so I can wait inside someone's house. Or else I can go to Benares Manor. We've not been to the lighthouse. We will eventually, but for now we don't need to. Oh Christ! Doing that thing again. So. Yeah, so Fallout was too violent for Steve Jackson to actually make anything with it, so and he didn't want his license associated with that. So Fallout had to make their own system, and that, because Steve Jackson rejected it, we of course have the iconic Special system. Special is short for Strength, Perception, Endurance, Charisma, Intellect or Intelligence, Agility, and Luck. I need to find an interesting. But now I can go back to my house, can't I? It's unlikely I'm going to find anyone sleeping at this time. In your dream, you see... Oh, we've seen this one. Never mind. Yeah, they don't have that many dreams. But they are good. Very good exercise in creative writing. Oh, for God's sakes! You do have a nice house, Heinrich. Perhaps we might drink some blue blood tonight. As far as I'm aware, actually, you can't drink from the dead. It has to be a living person. Your proposal is acceptable. You shall have the shipment waiting a week after next. I shall expect payment by the end of the month. Dagger of Weariness. Nice. Where is Mr. Oakenhall? Strong potion of personality. Ah. Nice. Heat shell. Let's leave the little birds be. Onwards and upwards. To the Imperial City we go. And then I think after this I might have to actually quit out because I've got to prepare for my darling dearest coming over. So, what else is there that we can... Just wondering who else there's around here. Ah! The stars we want.
Good to see you. What's going on with you?
Rumor has it the maraudin has left Morrowind on an expedition to Oblivion, but has not been heard from since.
Morrowind has always been a trouble. It seems it is more so now.
Take care.
The Nerevarine has gone to Akavir.
Things to you.
Ophelos is a sneaky.
Well, the Nerevarine is the player character in the third Elder Scrolls game. Well, third numbered Elder Scrolls game called Morrowind. Basically, it's a prophecy that goes basically like, yeah, it's a Nerevarine prophecy. Someone will come along and an outsider comes to Morrowind and they must be accepted by the people of Morrowind and do all this cool stuff. Excuse me one moment.
Well met. Good morning. What's going on?
Right, just excuse me one second. Just one phone. I'll just give Mom a text. Just for keeping you waiting. Yeah, just Mum asking how I'm doing. So, the virtue. Ah, okay. This chap he likes his pornography. So yeah, it's interesting the
Good to see you.
I don't know that anyone in Cyrodiil.
it's good to know that the Nerevarine has gone somewhere. Who knows? Maybe we might be finding out about that in the Elder Scrolls 6. I'll look more into that, I think, because Akavir is a topic that has come up quite a lot here, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Good day, stranger. Saurus Aranin is my name. I don't know, just take a walk around, buy something. Plenty of stores. Why'd you come in the first place? Vanivia Melisea takes all the merchant complaints in the city. Goodbye.
So, before I do this, I've got to deal with something very quickly. No, let's not. Just in case. So I think I'm going to end this quest here, and I'm going to shoot off. I know it's only a shorter one. That might be more appreciated. Please let me know, actually. Do you prefer shorter episodes, or do you prefer the longer ones? Because, in fact, now let's do another quest, and I can try and wrap this up as quickly as I can.
What is it, associate?
Do you have the mage? Ah, wonderful. I shall be most pleased to return this to its rightful owner. Thank you. You needn't tell me the details of what was involved in getting it. It's perhaps better that I know nothing about it. Your actions for the guild more than merit recommendations. I shall send it to the university promptly.
I'm glad to know the Mages Guild condones theft.
Personally, I shall teach you this spell. You may find it useful in certain circumstances. I do hope our paths cross again.
Should I ever become Archmage, I am getting that fucking prick fired from this place. Multiple accounts of harassment, known accounts of harassment, and stealing a member of the Mages Guild's property, selling Mages Guild property. Oh. Oh. And just being a fucking bellend in general. But yeah, please let me know what you think about the shorter episodes or longer episodes. What's the ideal length? Because I'm more than happy to do multiple in one night. It also probably means as well I've got, if anything goes wrong with one upload, I can upload. I can just get it all done in one go. So, anyway. Yeah, so, Fallout RPG. So everyone, like, wants to make a Fallout RPG, and they get the special system. I think, oh yeah, the special system's great. It's better than, you know, Strength, Dexterity, Constitution, Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma from D&D standard or whatever.
You seek wisdom from me, child? Ah, no, you seek words. Words are difficult. They come and go. The voices, though, so loud they are, they drown out the words. Without my amulet, my stone to lock the voices away, the words will never come and stay. Would you lift your hands to help another? To help me find the words? Then seek Agatha, child. She will see the path and set you on it. I must rest. Farewell, child.
Yes? Is there something I can help you with, associate? I'm surprised she discussed it with you. She wanted to keep it from the others. I should speak to her about that. Yes, her Seer's Stone is missing. It's the one thing that has kept her visions at bay. And without it, they're nearly crippling. She can't function. We haven't yet spoken to the others, for fear they would be less than accepting of her situation. Perhaps it is time, though. I will continue to tend to Gale. Can you speak with the other mages and find out if any of them had seen the stone?
Just reading this text real quick. Right.
Bye.
Okay. Yeah. All's good. That's alright. Oh. Nice.
Well, well. Word is finally spreading, is it? They won't be able to keep up this facade much longer. Yeah, I know all about it. I overheard Agatha and Dagail talking. And you know what? I'm glad it's gone. Why should we be forced to work under someone who's only kept sane by a magical trinket? Haven't we sacrificed enough already?
I don't know, have you?
She shouldn't even be here anymore. Hell, the only reason her father ever fit in anywhere is because he kept a low profile. And look what it got him. Years of service to the Empire, and not even a tombstone over his head. At least he was able to maintain the illusion of sanity. I know. I get way too fired up over this. It just annoys me that she's in charge of the guild when she's clearly not fit, that's all.
Where were you
Take care.
at the battle for Bruma? Hmm? You were sat on that fucking bench, weren't you? So don't talk to me about your fucking sacrifices, mate. So the Fallout RPG, yeah, so people, like, everyone who wants to make a Fallout RPG, don't worry, I couldn't do a better job than anyone who's attempted. Excuse me, no, it's just going. Hey, Viva. Oh, my book's here. Anything rare? Come on, I really want something good. Give me something good. With the shins! Hey, that's a good one. We can read that. More Than Mortal, yes. Pala. Madness of Pelagius. How many fucking copies are there? Pala Volume 2. How many fucking copies are there in the Madness of Pelagius? I can only count 2. Trying to find volumes 1 and 3, but exceedingly hard to find in this game. Well, let's find some of the members of the Mages Guild not to. Oh, maybe not, because there was a quest arrow, so let's go. Yeah, so the special system's good.
So Calthar overheard us, did he? That explains why he's been so cranky lately. But we never said anything about the Gale's father. How would he know anything about that? If there's some sort of connection between the Seer Stone and the Gale's father, I don't know about it. Maybe if you ask her, it will jog her memory. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye on Calthar. Bye.
You seek more from me, child? It is as I have seen. I know what you would ask. You would bring light to that which is in darkness, bring silence to the voices so loud. I know where you must go. Blood ran blue and dragons flew high. Under broken towers and broken bodies it now lies, waiting to be found. What was my sire's must be mine if you would have the words you seek. You must go and find his stone.
Okay. So I've got to go to Fort Blueblood. I think actually, to be honest, I've got to cancel. I've got to end the video here. Oh no, I've got a bit more time. Okay, alright, let's fast travel though. I'll finish this quest off and then I'll have to go. So yeah, everyone wants to make a Fallout RPG right until they realise it actually takes some fucking work to do. Because, I'm not joking, like, as I say, I couldn't do a better job myself, but the thing is that everyone wants to make the Fallout system, the special system. They like the Vault Boy art, but then when it comes to actually doing anything that resembles game design beyond the special system, or like if they want to make like you see a lot of people make like, oh yeah, this is like Fallout in whatever state I'm based in or whatever country I'm based in. Like if I were to do a Fallout game, I'd seriously set it in Yorkshire. I'd definitely set it in like North or South Yorkshire. Yeah. And yeah, which is not unlike a nuclear apocalypse, really. So there are enemies about. Christ, they were ready for that, weren't they? In fact, no, I want a blade. Excuse me. So, yeah, because that's where the real difficulty is. Like, and having to test like Josh Sawyer, the lead, one of the lead designers of Obsidian Entertainment, the makers of Pillars of Eternity, Fallout New Vegas, Alpha Protocol, Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic, the second one. Yeah, they're a great developer, and they know how to write a damn fine game. But Fucking Daedric armor, man. God damn it. I can't feather up though, can I? In fact, that's a thought. I'm not supposed to cast myself. Ease burn. I can use this to level up my alteration skill. Glass, long sword of glass. Claymore. Where my dangerous sword go? Because I know it's disarmed, but... Fucking hell! Again! Falling through the friggin' floor. God damn it. The amount of cool shit I've lost to that fucking glitch. Because I genuinely can't see it anywhere else. I'll just use this dagger instead. That was good fucking use. Nothing else in this room? Nope, no upstairs, fine. Yeah, so... Yeah, so there is a Fallout RPG, so there's been numerous times. So yeah, Josh Sawyer of Obsidian, back when he was working at Interplay, before they became what they did. Oh, my magic resistance isn't any good. I just need to stop dicking around now and heal myself up. Have I got any concentration skills? Have I got any concentration skills that I can actually use? Is Ghost? No. Fuck me. So so Josh Sawyer made his own RPG. It's hard to find now, and like I think it's on like Pastebin because it's no longer really like. So it's literally just like the text, the HTML text and such. But kick their asses and I'm gonna get. What was I saying? Yeah, so Josh Sawyer of Fallout New Vegas, and he was working for Interplay and such, he tried to make his own tabletop role-playing game for Fallout, but it's like all of the projects, they are quite rudimentary. That's not what I want to say. Right, let's drop some shit. Like that. So yeah.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
No, Mr. Bonne, I expect you to die. Days and weeks of constant use make wearing heavy armor tolerable, but not comfortable. You've learned to adapt to its weight and its use in combat. As a journeyman of heavy armor, your plate mail is no longer damaged as swiftly from combat. What's this actually doing? I am hoping that this is going to level up my blade skill a bit more. There we go. Okay, let's do this quickly. Yep, that magic is doing way too much damage. I need an Argonian in heavy armor. Never thought I'd see the day. You don't really see many Argonian enemies about, so that's quite interesting. I'm just a little bit curious. Oh, I still got that door, okay. No particular reason I'm saying that. Bear with me a second. Okay. Right, I'm going to have to pause this because my darling dearest is on her way now. So I shall see you when I see you. Thank you ever so much for watching, take care, and yeah. I'll continue this as soon as I can, and we'll pick it up from there. Right, see you later. Bye now.